what are words I would use to describe him? And he's open, he's charming, he's disciplined. I don't know if he still swims across the lake every day or not, but I know he did for years.
He is brilliant in business, and he's compassionate and kind, very humble, and he loves people. He really loves people.
My father spent a lot of weekends over at the factory, and spending time with him meant going to the factory. So my brother and I and my sisters enjoyed our time in the factories. Lots of rubber bands on the floor, lots of great rubber band wars. It was a great opportunity to be around her father and also see how he interacted with people.
We had at one time 2,500 employees, and he knew 2,000 of them by their first names going through the factory. When we had our heydays, when we had good years, Don would take 25 or 30% of the profit, and he'd divide it up and give it to all the employees. And he would do it not on how much you made, he'd do it on how many years you worked for the company. So if the janitor worked 20 years and the executive worked 20 years, they both got the same bonus.
One of the first times I met Don, we were both involved in working for and with the Nature Conservancy. He asked me in the course of the conversation what size shoe I wore. And I thought, well, he makes shoes, so that's, the next week in the mail, here comes the most beautiful pair of shoes. I still have them, I still wear them. This is not a commercial for his shoes, but it's quality. He's quality, just like his products.
He's been really involved in a lot of philanthropies, and he's still very active in that area at age 89, and feels like philanthropy is important to, our country and to the world.
And I'll use the Foundation for the Mid-South as an example of that. He was one of the founding fathers of the Foundation for the Mid-South. They basically took a $1 million challenge grant from the Entergy Corporation, and they've turned it into over $100 million. That money has gone to local nonprofits who know what needs to be done but don't have the resources. And he spent his time and his energy and his resources because he understood that it was very important for the Mid-South region to build a base for philanthropy.
He's just a man of integrity, honesty, kindness. Not only does he help nonprofits, but he helps individual people. I've seen how compassionate and kind he is. I mean, it's pretty amazing. He would never talk about it, but I can toot his horn. He really does a lot for individuals.
He offered continued education classes, some of which resulted in some of our employees going on to college and actually leaving us for greener pastures, which he was, and to this day, is very proud of those people when they come back and say, hey, thanks for getting me started. I'm now for the last 20 years, I've been a school teacher at the following schools. And you hear those things and you go, okay, he did the right thing for his people, and it wasn't always just about what they could do for him.
Don could have lived anywhere. He could have done anything. He chose Arkansas. He made it his home. He employed our people. He was committed to them at a time when many people in his industry were not. And it's very popular now to say we're going to buy American and we're going to build American and we're going to do all of those things, and that's important. He's always done that. He's always felt that way. And it's not just an economic commitment or a decision on his part, because it's good for his bottom line. It's good for the community bottom line. And he didn't have to do that. Again, he made a choice. But Arkansas is blessed that he chose to come here and make Arkansas his home.